Hey everybody, it's Thursday. It means it's time for your Thursday Thought. We are continuing our series, kind of walking through the contract to buy and sell. We've already covered sections 1 through 4, and now we're moving on to section 5 and 6 today, which basically encapsulates financing conditions and obligations in section 5, and then appraisal provisions in section 6. So number 5 is kind of deals with the loan review, the loan applications, things along these lines. Most often buyers have already submitted a loan application, but if they're making an offer and have not submitted a loan application, the section 5.1 talks about that loan application and that it has to be done by the loan application deadline. Section 5.2 of the contract deals with basically the loan review, and it says something to the effect of that the buyer's sole discretion if the financing terms aren't what they want or are looking for, then on or before the loan termination deadline, the buyer has the right to terminate the contract. There are also a couple of other sections that are often omitted, talking about the credit information and the buyer's new senior loan, and also existing loan review. Again, those are usually I think for more owner financing type situations, or when the financing isn't a traditional lending sense like through a bank. So section 6 is the appraisal provision. Basically, it talks about what an appraisal is, how it goes. It talks about some of the things that an appraiser could flag the home for as far as lending requirements, things like painting and or maybe a negative drain or negative slope into the house, grade that would cause water to pool near the foundation. That could be something that an appraiser would flag. Talks about an FHA and basically the Federal Housing Administration and VA loans and how those are kind of handled in the appraisal, and essentially saying that the buyer has the right to back out if the home doesn't appraise for a certain amount. Also talks about lender property requirements on the loan. That again, some of those things that I just mentioned before. Different lenders have some different requirements, but ultimately that the lender requirements be met for the home to appraise. Also talks about the cost of the appraisal. Typically that's paid for by the buyer, and that's also notated here on the contract. So again, section 5 and 6 talking about financing conditions and obligations, and section 6 really deals with the appraisal. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Thursday Thought. We'll see you next week on next week's Thursday Thought. See ya.